I bet that's them right now. Who's there?
Kip and Ashley.
Kip and Ashley. Well, hi, come on
Hi.
in. So glad you brought some more of your great animals. Look, boys and girls, what do you think this is? A lizard.
Right.
Kip,
You guys are right. This is a lizard. This is called this is called a red tegu. We're gonna find these animals in South America. And his name is Big Red. Now Big Red here, he gets his name, one, because he's really big. But if we look, do you guys see those huge chubby cheeks he has? That tells us he's a male. Those are called jowls, and only the boy lizards have those. See he's sticking his tongue out? Do you guys know what Big Red is doing here when he sticks his tongue out? That's how they smell. He's sticking that tongue back and forth out of his mouth, and that's how we smell, or he smells. We smell through our nose, they smell with his tongue. And he has his tongue is forked. It's gonna stick out. There's gonna be a left side and a right side, and that allows him to tell the direction of a scent. It tells him whether his food is off to the left or the right. Same reason why we have an ear on each side of our head. And he has these huge claws on his feet. Those aren't used to attack other animals. Those are used to dig. These guys dig really big holes, and that's where the females lay their eggs.
and how many eggs will they lay at a time?
It depends with these, but we can see anywhere from all the way 10 to 30 different eggs.
All right, all right. And where did you say that they were from?
South America.
Okay.
Yep, we find these in a lot of different environments, but we see them right kind of out in the outskirts of the rainforest that they live.
All right. And is this a male or a female?
This is the male.
Because of the jowls.
Yes,
yep,
because of
that's
those
right,
big cheeks.
That's right. What's inside there?
Basically, it's just a lot of tissue and fat. That's in
Okay.
there.
Okay. Well, it has such a long tail as well.
He does have a long tail, and that tail is really muscular too. You can actually feel it. You can pet him if you want. They actually feel kind of like a basketball.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, and they have those rough scales. Yeah, we can let you guys pet him. Do you want to call up a couple friends?
Sure. Marissa, Kelsey.
He's smelling you, I think.
He is smelling me.
Whoa.
Isn't it different?
Thank you, guys. He feels cool, doesn't he? And if we look, he doesn't have big ears like us people, but he does have ears. Can you guys see those little holes he has on the side of his head? So they can hear just like us people can.
Do they have a really acute sense of hearing?
Not a really good sense of hearing. A lot of their most highest sense is that smell. They're going to
Okay.
use that sense of smell, and that's how he's going to track down his food they can find to eat. And these guys are what we call omnivores, which means he eats fruits and vegetables, but he also eats other animals. So they'll pretty much eat any type of food that they can find all throughout the environment in which they live.
And how old is this one?
This guy, I believe he is 9 years old right now, 8 or 9 years old.
And they live a long time?
They can live a very long time, yes.
All right.
Yep. This guy's pretty cool, but we have another reptile back there that's a lot bigger than this guy.
Oh, we'd love to see it, wouldn't we? Yes.
We'll go grab him for
All
you
right.
guys.
Bye, Rat.
I haven't seen any reptiles like this before. Have you?
No.
It is unique. Oh, look at this one. Oh, I love this guy.
And this is an African sulcata tortoise, also called a spur-thigh tortoise. If you guys look at his legs, he has these little spurs on his legs, and that's how he gets the name spur-thigh tortoise. And we're going to find these guys all throughout the deserts of Africa. I'm sure you guys all know, how do turtles protect themselves?
Yes. I
They-
really want to pet it.
They go inside their shell, and we can show you guys. He can take that head. We don't have to push him in, but if we just put our hand there, he'll slowly take that head, and he'll tuck it inside of his shell, and that's how he protects himself.
Okay, and does their shell help them to live in the desert?
In the desert, these guys have a really unique way to be able to keep themselves protected in the hot desert sun. So what he does, if we look at his legs, he has what we call spurs. They look kind of like a piece of an artichoke, and he uses those to dig. In the summertime, it gets really hot. He'll dig a hole about 8 feet deep. He buries his body in the hole, and he sleeps during the entire summertime. We call it estivation. Animals sleep during the winter. We call that hibernation. These guys sleep during the summer, so we call that estivation.
So when he digs this hole 8 feet deep and he's down in there, does it try to get the dirt back up over him then to keep
Yeah,
him?
he'll bury himself in there completely. Yep, and they can go that entire 3-4 months without eating or drinking a single drop of water.
Does more than one turtle go in the same
I
hole?
know, just one tortoise. Yeah, these guys are kind of solitary animals. They really don't like to be around a whole bunch of them together.
Uh-huh.
And we talked about the tegu. He was an omnivore. This guy is an herbivore, so he's only eating vegetation, like grasses and hays and fruits and things like that.
Well, he wouldn't find much in the desert, would he?
No, they can't find a whole lot, so it's kind of slim pickings for these guys.
Sure, sure.
And he has extremely strong legs. We can see him move around there. We could actually ride this guy if we want to. That's how strong his legs are.
I wanna ride.
And you see those strong muscular legs? Remember, this shell is really heavy, so he has to be able to pick up that shell and he has to move all around, all throughout the desert in search of food.
And they live a long time?
We can see these guys in the wild living about 30 to 40 years.
Okay, all righty. And then they have offspring, they have babies.
They do, they lay eggs.
All right.
They're gonna dig a hole in the sand, they'll lay their eggs there, and the eggs will come out and hatch.
And when they dig a hole in the sand for their eggs, is that in the summertime too when they're in?
No, they're not gonna lay the eggs during their estivation.
Estivation?
They're gonna wait until after that.
Okay,
Yep.
okay.
And when there are babies, they grow pretty fast. When they're young, they're about the size of a $50, so about that big. And they'll still get a little bit bigger than this. He'll probably get another 20 to 30 pounds. Right now, he's probably at about 90 to 100 pounds. So he's pretty big.
Ashley and Kip, we are so glad you stopped by today and brought these amazing animals. Aren't we glad to have seen those and have met those animals, children?
Yeah.
Oh, I should say, let's give them.
Thank you, guys. Thanks.
And we'll be right back.
The fun never ends with Aunt Molly and friends. The